Hey, hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain how to use list command or list in Openbots Studio. So even before we use list, first thing that we need to do is we need to create a list variable. So I have already created a small code snippet, but I'll explain you line by line how to create what exactly I have done. So first thing that we need to do is we need to create a new variable, and data type should be list. So I have created this list example, and then variable type you can select either list, and here I have selected list, and the data type should be string. So this is the first thing that you need to do. I have also created one more variable, that is v list count, just to check the number of elements that's present in this list element. So count is again variable type should be integer. So in all the other RPA tools, right, you can directly create list and then you can start adding values, or directly you can start utilizing in your logic. But in OpenBots, what they have done, when you create this list command, and if you want to use it inside your process, uh, this is how we need to do. So in order to go to list command, in command library, you can just search with list keyword. You can see all the different commands that we can use to create, to modify, to delete, to update list. uh, you know uh, so here in this code snippet, I'll explain you like step by step how do we utilize it. So here we have just created list variable, but we have not assigned any values. So when you want to use this in your process, first thing that you need to do is you need to drag and drop this create list command. So once you drag and drop, I'll just enable this. I'll just open it. So initially your list will be empty. Either you can start assigning it over here, or you can assign empty values, or zero elements, or zero null element, null number of rows to this list. So output variable has selected list example, and then I'll click OK. So what I have done over here is just to check how many elements are present in this empty list. So here we just created a list, and it doesn't have any values. So here what I'm doing, I'm just trying to check how many elements are present. So that's what I'm doing over here. So it says, this command returns count of items contained in the list. So this is the list that I want to check how many elements are present, or how many data it is present, and this is the output variable. So in this variable, I'm storing the total number of elements that are present in this list. I click OK, and then show message box. I'm just trying to check what is the count. Let me run and show it to you. So it says 0. Yeah, it is correct, because we just created empty list, and it doesn't have any data in it. So how do we add it? So for that we have one more command. Let me search. If you go to list, there is something called add list item. So if you drag and drop this, this is how it looks. So I'm trying to add individual elements, something like this. So I'm selecting to which list I want to add this element, and then I'm selecting the item name, and then again output, I'm selecting the same list variable. Then I'll click OK. Same way, you can add multiple items like this. I'll just enable this. Basically for this list item, I'm just trying to add multiple names. So here if you see, I'm adding Scott. Here if you see, I'm adding Adam. Here if you see, I'm adding Melissa, and here I'm adding Robert. So the four elements I have, are four items I have added over here. And then again I'm trying to check how many items are present. So I'll just enable this. Again, it's the same command which I used on the top. I'm just trying to get the count of elements. So we need to use get list count. So this is the count, and this is the list where we are trying to count the number of items that are present in it. Click OK. Let me run it. So just to summarize, here list was empty. Here when we checked, yes, it was showing list count as 0, and then we added 4 items to it, and then finally we are getting the count of list items. If I run it, initially it will say 0 and then it will say 4. So this is how we can create list in Openbots, and this is how we can add an item to a list.